Hare Krishna. So many people believe that the war which happened in Mahabharat and plus Bhagavad Gita is a book of violence. It is very sadful thing that people believe this and even spread this message in society that Bhagavad Gita is a book of violence. So is it so? Instead of thinking from our layman thought process, let's understand it from the point of view of Krishna as well as from a very learned person, Srila Prabhupada, that was actually Mahabharat or Bhagavad Gita is a book of violence. Let's understand from Bhagavad Gita itself what Krishna has to say about it. O Parth, he is addressing Arjun. O Parth, how can a person who knows that the soul is indestructible, eternal, unborn, and immutable kill anyone or cause anyone to kill? कृष्णा कह रहे हैं, हे पार्थ, जो व्यक्ति यह जानता है कि आत्मा अविनाशी, अजन्मा, शाश्वत तथा अव्यय है, वह भला किसी को कैसे मार सकता है या मरवा सकता है? Up the point is what Prabhupada has explained in this shloka. That is really very important to register to understand whether the Bhagavad Gita is a book of violence actually. Let's understand what Prabhupada is saying. Prabhupada says, everything has its proper utility. And a man who is situated in complete knowledge knows how and where to apply a thing for its proper utility. Similarly, violence also has its utility. And how to apply violence rests with the person in knowledge. Although the justice of the peace awards capital punishment to a person condemned for murder, the justice of the peace cannot be blamed because he orders violence to another person according to the code of justice. In Manu Samhita, the law book of mankind, it is supported that a murderer should be condemned to death so that in his next life he will not have to suffer for the great sin he has committed. Therefore, the king's punishment of hanging a murderer is actually beneficial. Similarly, when Krishna orders fighting, it must be concluded that violence is for supreme justice. And thus, Arjun should follow the instructions, knowing well that such violence committed in the act of fighting for Krishna is not violence at all, because at any rate the man or rather the soul cannot be killed. So for the administration of justice, so-called violence is permitted. A surgical operation is not meant to kill the patient but to cure him. Therefore, the fighting to be executed by Arjun at the instruction of Krishna is with full knowledge. So, there is no possibility of sinful reaction. Here, Prabhupada is giving 3 examples. With these 3 examples, he is explaining the basic concept that Bhagavad Gita is not a book of violence. With the example of Manu Smriti, what is written in it, plus he is giving example of the judgment which in routine our law system follows. Prabhupada is explaining if a judge is giving punishment to a criminal and that is a punishment because he has done some sinful activity. So similarly, the war of Mahabharat was a punishment for a very big group of people for their sinful activities. It was the Yuddha of Dharma. For Dharma, Krishna was asking Arjun to fight. He was not fighting for revenge. He was not fighting for self pleasure. Krishna ordered Arjun to fight for the sake of dharam, because the basic right of a living being was being hindered by the Kauravas. They were not insulting only the Draupadi, but they insulted the whole clan of women, because Draupadi was a very powerful woman. She holded a very strong place in society, and then too also she was being insulted by her own relatives, her own brotherly, fatherly people, and nobody was able to take a stand. So Krishna ordered Arjun to fight this war, just to punish them, just to set an example for the society कि such things should not be tolerated. So if a judge is giving punishment to a criminal and that is not a violence, that's a punishment. So similarly, Bhagavad Gita is a book, it is not for violence. It is just showing कि you get punishment if you do something wrong. Everything has its own repercussions. Hare Krishna.